Well, good evening, every little bunny. I'm glad all of you decided to come and watch me today and hear what things I had to talk about. So, one of the earliest field trips I remember as a kid was going to the zoo. I grew up in a, as I've mentioned more than a few times, tiny little town of about 1,400 people or so. So when I was younger, now it's down to, must have checked something in the 1,200s, so small place. But it was only about an hour drive from Pittsburgh. Yes, the Pittsburgh where Anthrocon is. So, um, we would get to go on, school field trips to things in Pittsburgh, uh, like the museum. There's a few of those, the zoo, and all that fun, more or less educational stuff. Now, as a little kid, I did not appreciate the zoo at all. One, we would go during the summertime. I was definitely not the outdoorsy type. I was more of the air conditionings type. I liked it where it was nice and cool, where there was a TV, and I wasn't going to get hot. But there was that. Also, this is Pittsburgh, and the zoo isn't exactly built on plain and flatness. It is very hilly, so um, also not athletic child. Going to the Pittsburgh Zoo was hot and tiring, so I did not have a lot of appreciation as a child. But I remember several times getting to go as a kid and was never really impressed. I always felt like it was the cop-out field trip because the museum sounded so much cooler. Getting to ride on one of the Gateway Clipper Fleet boats seemed so amazing. And by the time my year came around, we were supposed to do that. They changed the field trip, and I didn't get to do that as a kid. I did do it elsewise, but it was supposed to be a big event, and I'd gone to fourth grade, and we were going to get to go ride the boat. No, no. So, zoo feeling much like the. Eh. Now, as an adult, I had a lot more better experiences with it. During my first few years of going to Western PA Furry Weekend, whatever it was initially becoming an event as opposed to just a little cookout, started that we would end on Sunday with going to the zoo. I think it still does that. I haven't gone in the last couple of years for personal reasons, but at that point, I really enjoyed going to the zoo. I would go and be with a bunch of friends, going around the zoo at my own pace, not getting exhausted. And it was also in the fall, so it wasn't, nuclear June weather in the middle of Pittsburgh, because little kid, June, hot, adult, cool. October. October. That's a new month in my calendar. February. It's somewhere up there in the wintertime. No, it was October. Columbus Day weekend was when it normally would be, so nah, still nice out. Just jackety weather maybe at best. Um, so I got to enjoy it then, and that gave me a lot better appreciation for zooing. Um, and after I came out here to Fort Wayne, where I do live now, we have a really good zoo. It's one of the highest rated children's zoos. It doesn't mean only children get to go, mind you. It's okay, it's okay. Adults can go too. The Fort Wayne Children's Zoo is one of the highest rated zoos in the country, as far as children's zoos anyway. And it's mostly flat, so it's a lot easier on the walkings. I really feel that the animals, most of them have good environments to be in and are set up in ways where you can see them pretty easily. There could be more animals, yeah, and I miss a few that disappeared, and I don't know where they ended up, probably to other zoos, but we miss you wallabies and prairie dogs, whatever zoos you ended up in, and the little poodoos, all the poodoos. Those I'm like, two of them, I think. But they're somewhere else, and there's another cervine in their place. I don't remember what it was called. Another kind of deer, a much larger one than those ones. I know a few other things have disappeared and other things have shown up over the years I've been here. Even we had badgers and now we have porcupines, so it's cool. We do have hyenas and lions and a bad-eared fox, and these are all very important parts of the thing. In general, though, the whole zoo where we are is really nicely laid out, and I like supporting it. In the this last year, though, we haven't gotten to go as much due to a health thing going around. But so far, after things started to open up a little more, we did go 2 times now to the zoo, and they do have a face mask requirement, which they didn't at first, and they do now, and I'm happy about that because I want to keep us safe. And on this last day we went, we didn't see too many people breaking the rule, which is important. Because we want to be able to go out and see the animals and have a relaxing time. Go and see what's going on. And you get a different view of the animals the different times of days you go. Because some animals are more morning, some are more midday, some are more evening. So depending on what time of the day you go to the zoo each time, you might have an entirely different experience. Because this last time we went up in the earliest morning, like 9 a.m. when the zoo opened. They had literally just let the hyenas out into their enclosure when we got to that point. They were moving around. They were running around and chasing each other. We never get to see that. That was awesome. Both bad-eared fox were out this time. They were running around, chasing each other, and playing in their enclosure. It was great. Also, when you go really early in the morning, there's a lot less people there. And it was a Monday, so that cut down a lot of the people. Benefits sometimes to having an offset weekend. People aren't doing things on a day you want to do things. There's also the red panda cage, which is one of my better half's favorite things there. So we spend a good bit of time there looking at the red bananas. Now, zoos are fun to go to. It is one of those things that a lot of furries, it's the only times they'll get to see much of the wildlife which they wish to associate themselves as. So this is sort of a communing with all of your potential brethren. The only time a lion is going to see another lion. The only time you're going to see other sorts of critters that are potentially what you have chosen to identify with, other than being on TV, like the Discovery Channel or something. And getting a good up close view of your critter's sake it's fun. I do love when the male lion decides he's going to sleep on the glass that you're looking at, so you'll see lion pressed up against the window because it's in the shade and it's cool right there. Yeah, zoos are fun. We are members, and we will keep paying our membership every year, even if we don't get as many chances to go, because we want to support the zoos. They take care of all these weird animals that you wouldn't see elsewise, and they take care of them. It's not like they're animal prisons. They're kind of like animal luxury hotels if they're done right. The animals aren't necessarily stuck there. They may end up going between zoo to zoo every so many years to cycle things around and give other people a chance to see whatever it is. Like I mentioned, a couple new critters that showed up and disappeared. We also have Tasmanian devils that showed up a couple years ago. That was awesome. Those are now in our zoo. And wait, I never actually seen one in person until then. And they're a neat little thing. Well, it's an animal. A little four-legger. Looks nothing like the thing Warner Brothers draws, but it's cute. animals. Yeah, don't forget to go to your zoos. Like right now, this is one of the few things that you're probably safe to do. Generally, they're nice and spaced out, so you're not going to be running into everybody constantly. As long as you keep your distance, wear your face masks and whatnot, you can go out and have some kind of out time. Do your best not touch things. Keep wash your hands, sanitize, and all that jazz. But you can be socially distanced and go look at the animals and get a little time out and about and see some greenery and some animals and smile and have a little fun. And I'm trying to help everybody have a little fun during the moment because it's a little harder. And this is something you might be able to get to do. Um, Generally, going to a zoo is not that expensive. I mean, it's only like I think it's like $6 or $7 to go to our zoo. We pay for our membership, so I don't know for sure, honestly. So, and paying for our membership at this zoo and most zoos will get you extremely discounted rates at other zoos. Like we went to the one in Indianapolis with a little discount card and got in cheaper. Bonus. Anyway, thank all you little animals, all you bunnies and lions and hyenas and everything else that's out there. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Daisy does love you and she hopes you smile. That's all I ask for you to do is smile. And if possible, like, comment, and subscribe, share the video with friends, hit the little dingly bell. And if you're so inclined, there's also Patreon links in here in case you want to, help support the Bun Bun, make better videos. Already looking into doing some stuff with the Patreon money that has been coming in, like looking at some better audio equipment, possibly some better recording equipment for the living room, so that we can do more full fursuit videos that are in good view. As I'm recording this right now is the time I'm actually uploading the full body video of Mewtwo that I recorded, which would have been actual yesterday to like now. So that's a good one. It's not the best lighting, and I'm going to do better next time. But thank you again, all you little bun buns, for watching me. And I hope you smile and have a lovely rest of your day.